Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to celebrate Alex tonight with us. Bear with me, as this is probably the most pressure I've ever been under, and not because of the amount of you that are here or because there's so many important doctors there, but because I know by now Alex is in heaven and has so many new friends, and they're watching this, and quote me, she's probably saying this, watch this, he's going to screw this up. So, bear with me as I may screw this up. And sorry for saying that word. I've been in this hotel a lot throughout the years because of visiting friends and family. However, I've only been in this room 2 times. And each time that we were in this room was a very big transition for my family. The first time was for Trevor's graduation party, and I stood up on a platform that is not there, but was there, and Alex and I talked about how great Trevor was. That was the speech, just about how great Trevor was. And the second time I was here for my own graduation party, and I gave a little speech, and we'll end it at that. But tonight I'm here for the 3rd time in this room, and there's something and someone huge that is missing from this room. And that's Alexandria. So in case you're wondering, the reason we're here is because this is where Trevor and I had our graduation party, and Alex always dreamed of having a graduation party, so we thought it'd be best to honor her by having it where her big brothers had their graduation party. As far as I'm concerned, this is Alex's graduation party. Alex is now in heaven and knows more than anyone in this room will ever know during their time on earth and about what it really means to be a Christian in heaven and seeing God and being able to glorify Him truly. And that's the way she would have wanted it. She had to be first in everything, so why not do that? I drove around with my family, especially while we were at the hospital. It's kind of my role in the family to keep everyone a little loose, because as you can see, Trevor is not very loose. My parents and Krista, who's my sister, and then my girlfriend Shelby cry a lot. So someone has to do something fun. But I joked around with them that Alex is going to be the first person to get in trouble in heaven. Because she's not intimidated by anyone, and I'm assuming that means not even Jesus. So you have no idea, but I can imagine that when she sees Jesus for the first time, she's going to go up, and as the guys on my team know, hit him on the back and say, "What's up?" The real reason I'm up here, though, is because I want to share a little bit about my sister. However, with the short amount of time I have, I can never do her justice. We'd have to be here all night, and it still wouldn't be enough. There's really no way I can encapsulate how great my sister truly was. But I hope I can give you a glimpse to her greatness. She was an unbelievable person, sister, teammate, and friend to you all. You see, in almost 15 years, I believe Alex lived more than most do in an entire lifetime. Her vibrant personality, her beautiful smile, as you can see, this was taken on Tuesday right before she finally went to be with the Lord, and she's just smiling. Her beautiful smile, her warming touch, her loyalty to her family, and her constant talking left an incredible impact and lasting impact on everyone she came encounter with. And tonight is the best example of that. All of you are here because all of you are here in some way, some because of the impact Alex had on your life. Some more than others, and some of you may not even know her personally, but she has still impacted your life just by hearing or learning about her. I think the true testament to someone's life is the impact and legacy they have even after they are gone. Alex will have a lasting impact for generations to come. There's no way to ignore Alex's impact on our lives and on this world. She has been all over the world, and everywhere she went, she impacted everyone she came in contact with, even if she couldn't speak their same language. Just by her personality and smile, you just had to love her. What made Alex so special was that she loved everyone. She truly understood Jesus' message to love your neighbor as yourself. She loved her family. Her mom and dad were her favorite people in the world. She loved them so much and appreciated everything they did for her. Her sisters, Krista and Shelby, were her best friends and great role models for her, and she emulated everything they did. And her big brothers were her heroes. Alex always wanted to be like her sisters and brothers, and at times we thought she needed to be more like us. But we had it all wrong. What I have realized over the past week is that Alex did not need to be more like all of us, but the exact opposite was needed. We all needed to be more like Alex. She was full of joy and happiness, and even after all she went through in life, she never complained once about her sickness. Her doctors would be the best testament to that. She never complained. I recently dislocated my shoulder, and as anyone that knows me can tell you, all I do is complain about it. She kept plowing along, though, and she defied all odds. My family and the medical staff, as I said, can attest to that. Alex also loved soccer. She knew she could never play soccer during her time on the surf because of her condition, but she lived vicariously through Trevor and I and her other brothers. She loved my team so much, whether it was my club team, my high school team, but specifically my college soccer team, Gordon. As my coach, Coach Potter, recently put in an email to the team, she was a combination of the team's little sister, mascot, bouncer, cheerleader, and biggest fan, and her loss will be greatly missed in the seasons to come. I personally will miss having Alex at my games tremendously, but I know she'll be looking down, cheering me on, and saying something ridiculous to whoever hits me. Alex is finally healed, and she is the toughest person I've ever known. I told my family at the hospital that if she were able to play soccer during her time on Earth, she would have been unbelievable because of her toughness and determination. She has always inspired me, whether I told her or anyone else, which is the biggest reason I am where I am today. No matter what she faced, she overcame it, and that's why I know it was not the sickness that killed her, but it was rather God calling her home to be with him in heaven. Because if it was just a sickness, we would not be here tonight. And she would be in the hospital doing great with whatever they were putting in her, and she would be fine. But that's what gives me comfort in a time like this, knowing that it was God calling her home, not any sickness beating her. I am sure there is soccer in heaven because it is the only sport worthy enough to be played in heaven. I know now that she's playing soccer, and I feel very bad for whoever she has to play against, because it will not be a good experience for them. She also loved the church that she went to. I've never seen someone so excited to go to church in my life, and I'm literally have been in church my whole life. I grew up a pastor's kid, missionary's kid, so I know a lot of people that go to church. But she really loved Jesus and wanted to learn and soak up as much as possible during her time here. And I think the testimonies from Mr. Hummel and Mrs. Wiggs are the best example of that. Finally, I just want to thank Alex for the impact she has had on my life. I know she is not here in body, but I think it's important to thank her. She is my hero. She's going to impact me for the rest of my life, and she was her own little person. And as Dr. Mullen said at the hospital, she was on her own path in life, and no one could predict it. But we all loved Alex, and she loved us just as much, if not more. And it is comforting to know that she is in a better place now, free of sickness. I cannot wait to see her again and see her running around, and I finally get to play soccer with her. I have not done Alex justice at all during this short time up here, but thank you for listening to me. I want to thank all of you who have been so kind to Alex in the past. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here and supporting my family through this difficult time. Thank you to the medical staff for treating Alex as best as you could for 15 years, and even more so, thank you for treating Alex as a person and not a project. Thank you to the church for being so kind to Alex all the time. Thank you for my team for taking Alex in and treating her like she was a part of the team, even when she could be annoying. And thank you to my family for everything you did for Alex in 15 years. Thank you.